Hello and welcome to this next Lukozer retro game review, and for this one it is Salamander. Now, back in the day, this came out in '88 for the Commodore 64. It was released by Imagine, and back in the day, Salamander, the arcade original, was one of my three favourite games that I used to play down the arcades. It was this, Space Harrier and Galaxy Force. And a lot of time I would go down the arcades and only play those three games. Admittedly, quite a few times, but yeah, I didn't really play much else. So, I don't know why it's asking me to enter my fucking initials. I haven't done anything. Anyway, so, the trouble is I'd already been rather burned when it comes to conversions of this particular series, because I did buy the Commodore 64 version of Nemesis, which well, it's not absolute shit, but I am far from a fan. Here it goes fucking again. So anyway, so I didn't get this in the day. I know someone who did. I don't think I ever actually played it. I think I just watched it and decided that I didn't want to try it. But now, well, I've got it on the emulator here on the old device. So, and this is really getting on my fucking tits, this. So, let's give it a start. And straight away, you'll see one of the issues that I have with this game. And that is this, the multi-loader. The multi-loader is biblically intrusive. It takes, I think, a stupidly long time, and you have to multi-load pretty much everything. If you're, loading the first level, you've got to multi-load it. When it's game over, you've then got to multi-load. Here we go. Let's see how well I do. I'm not too great at arcade conversions. There's anyone who saw me playing arcade Nemesis, or conversion of Nemesis, can attest. I missed the fucking ripple laser, so I'm already having a shit go. I missed that second multiple, so I'm doing shit already. This does have, let's say, it is a pretty accurate conversion, but it does have one quirk that I do not understand, and I'll point it out when it happens. Oh, fuck that up big time. Oh, you cunt. Now I've got no fucking missiles. Now we're already starting to see a bit of this problem, but we'll see if it will come again in a bit later on, and it will be more obvious then. I think that's been lasers back, missiles back rather. Right, now here it should come now. Okay, pleasantly surprised that it doesn't seem to be doing it this time. But the game does seem to mimic the arcade original a bit too closely sometimes, insofar as it even has the sections where it seems to slow down, seemingly for no reason at all. The arcade version slows down because there's so much happening on screen. The Commodore 64 version seems to slow down purely because the arcade version does at that same time, which strikes me as being a pretty fucking stupid thing to do. What is the point? Speaking of fuck ups, okay, right, well, got as far as the boss anyway, and I've still got 3 multiples and missiles. There we go, with the slowdown again. Now, the boss, for some reason, only one of his like serpent bits actually emerges out of the brain. Of course, in the arcade original there are 2 of them. There we go, so that's him dealt with. Which means it's back to the fucking multi-load, which takes, I think, a stupidly long time, and it is very intrusive, and I think it does ruin it to a degree. It certainly ruins the immersion. However, I'll try my best to overlook it and hope that I can now pick up laser. There it is. And as arcade conversions go, this is pretty special, I have to say. It's as accurate an arcade conversion as I have ever seen. Including the headache inducing flash there which makes it bloody awkward to find your way around. Oh god, I thought I'd fucked up there. It's not quite as unforgiving as the arcade version, but and unfortunately you only get 3 multiples, you don't get 4. Nevertheless, whoops, I did not mean to go up there. Rather lucky I got away with that. It looks like we have reached the boss for level 2. And indeed we have. Now, as you can see, the boss for level 2 here is a bit ridiculous. It's, why did does it fire, or his arms rather, whiz around so quickly? It certainly doesn't do that in the arcades. And confession time, in the arcade version I was never able to destroy that boss. I always just had to keep waiting around for it to blow itself up and then piss off to level 3. So I didn't get to show you everything, which is oddly surprising because it's only about the 3rd or 4th time I've actually played this version. But I didn't do too badly. I certainly did well enough, I think, to put my name to it. Okay, I'll go that way. Lukozer is up there at the top. The first time for everything. It doesn't feature every level of the game. It only features 4 levels. But I mean, again, if you've played the arcade original, and you made it to the end boss of level 4, which was where I always got to, and getting past that boss was just nigh on impossible. I don't know why they bothered putting in extra levels after level 4, because getting to it was just ridiculous. So let's have one more go then. Oh, fucking hell, yeah, of course, it's not as simple or as quick as, okay, we'll just press fire and have another go. We've got to wait for the fucking multi-loader again. And it does ruin it. Absolutely. So yeah, even though you just want one quick go of it, you've got to wait for the fucking multi-loader. And of course, it's even worse if you had it on tape. Anyway, here we go. Okay, well, I've got the ripple laser this time. Grab that while I can. I'll grab one more multiple. Can't grab that one though. There we go with the slowdowns. I'm sure the only reason it slows down is because the Arcade Original does. So it has been deliberately put in. It's not because the Commodore 64 is struggling with the amount rendered on screen, which I think is why the Arcade Original does. Yeah, because so much is happening and it can't handle it all. And yet the Commodore 64 version does it. So I'm sure that has been intentionally included, which I think is a pretty stupid and pointless idea. See, he's doing it here, but I mean not quite as bad. I'll grab the speed up. Oh, fucking! I knew grabbing the speed up was a bad idea. Now I can't do anything against those things. I can't do anything against hardly anything now because I haven't got the missiles. No, I haven't got a prayer at this level. That was an absolute fucking load of bollocks if ever I saw it. Well, there you go. So absolute shite at that second go. And it's back to the fucking multi-loader just so that you can then put your name in, and then once that's done it's multi-load again. Well, I'm just going to put AAA for that one. And that's in, and multi-load again. So how do I rate it? If it didn't have the multi-load, I would rate it 9 out of 10, possibly 9.5 out of 10, because it is a pretty bloody good conversion. It is quite accurate. But the multi-load for me ruins it so much that I'll knock it down 2 scores. I'll give it... Oh, fuck it, I didn't mean to start another go. So I'll give it 7. Because, yeah, the multi-loader just is far too intrusive and I think ruins the game. I mean, okay, there's probably no way around it, but did they have to make it a multi-load for every single aspect? You know, did it have to be wait for the multi-loader before putting your name in, and then, you know, at the high score, and then wait for the multi-loader to, you know, then finish returning you back to the title page where you then push start? And then multi-load again to load level 1, and then multi-load again to load level 2, and then when you die it's multi-load again to put your... Oh, it's just endless fucking waiting for the poxy multi-loader. And okay, I dare say it was essential, you know, it was necessary. I'm sure they wouldn't have done it just because it wasn't necessary. But you sort of think maybe, you know, a bit of compromise within the game might have been in order to rid some of the you know, some of that multi-load shit. I'm not going to bother with the speeds up this time because that killed me last time. Go with a slow down again. And I'm pretty sure, I'd say that slowdown has been intentionally written into the game. Oh fuck! I'm so fucked off with that. So you lose one life and then you just start losing all three in quick succession. Although this is nowhere near as bad as Nemesis for that, so it could be worse. So anyway, yes, the game 9 out of 10, but because of the multi-loader it then reduces it down to 7 out of 10 because the multi-loader is just too much. So if you can put up with the multi-loader, chances are you will love it, especially if you liked the arcade original. And then again, if you like the arcade original, can't get MAME and play the real thing, then you really do get the real deal. Anyway, as this video brought to an end, we shall see you at the next one.